Have you got any tips for anyone that's just starting out as a producer or as an engineer?
The main thing is one, don't give up trying. Network. Join the Music Producers Guild, which is free to join. You can join for free. I mean, you get various benefits if you pay money, but you can join for free. And they do networking events, which they call speakeasies, at various places, mainly in London, but we've done a few in Leeds, Nottingham, and other places. The APRS, Association of Professional Recording Studios, they do similar things, almost like speed dating. You go along to one of these. I went to one at the Strong Room recording studio in London, and row of tables laid out, and you sit at a table and someone else sits on the other side, and you've got 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Tell each other what you do, and then
Yeah.
the bell goes, and you move on and talk to someone else, which all sounds a little bit, fake in a way, but actually it's a good way of forcing you to talk to somebody. And then when it's all over, you sort of walk over to whoever you think was an interesting person and have a pint,
Yeah.
and a chat, and swap business cards or whatever. So you've got a network. It's quite a small world, the music industry world. And whoever you're talking to, they're going to know people, and you don't know who they know, but they're going to know all sorts of people who might be of interest to you if you keep in touch with that person. Eventually, if some job comes up and there's no one around to do it, that person might suggest to that person, well, why don't you ask you? And that's how it happens. You're not going to see job adverts in the papers,
No.
really. It's a who knows who world, really. So you've got to do that and keep doing your art. Keep at it. Record what you can. Find bands to record. That's another way. And if you find a couple of bands, or lots of bands, and you're recording them, one of them might take off. And then when they do take off and they're doing proper recordings, they might ask you, because you've been with them for 2 or 3 years and they know you and they trust you. A lot of it's down to trust. The other important thing is personality. It's very common that you're in a studio and it's not the best person sat in front of the mixing desk. It's the person everyone likes. Can crack a joke.
Yeah.
Doesn't get phased. Doesn't shout out at anybody. You've got to be able to bite your lip. If you're not saying something positive, don't say it. Think it, but don't say it. And it can be a stressful environment, but you mustn't look stressed. It's like the swan on the surface of the water, all serene, but underneath those legs are going like mad. But because things do go wrong. And if you've got an orchestra or high-profile rock stars or whoever it is, you've got to get it fixed somehow, and without taking too long over it. And also musicians don't perform well if they stress. It's got to be relaxed. Doesn't matter what sort of music it is. The musicians have to be relaxed and just chilled out. If you're getting towards the end of the session, don't bark through the talk back. Oh, we've only got 2 minutes. Come on, It's just, should we do another one? Yeah. And so there's all that. And just keep positive, really, because there is work out there. It was hard to find work in my day, and it's hard to find work now, but it is there. You just got to keep hunting for it, writing to people, ask if you can go and have a chat with someone. If you get in touch with someone, most people want to help. Whether they can help or not is another matter, but they're quite happy to have a chat and maybe give you a few ideas. So, phone up a studio nearby and ask if you can go and have a chat for 10 minutes. But don't go and ask for a job, just go and have a chat and then just get yourself known. Maybe give them a CV which they can put on their file. This tends to be what happens at somewhere like Abbey Road. If some sort of job comes up, they've got a whole filing cabinet full of CVs. They just find a few which look like that person is probably worth interviewing for that job, and they'll phone them up.
I just presume they'll find someone that they already knew that they liked.
Or they could do that as well. Yeah. But that person will be someone who's made it their mission to be known. You know, so that the face fits, and someone who the people at the studio know that they can phone up and this person can come in and will be fine.
Yeah.
So, but all these things take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a slow burn, unless you're lucky like I was. Yeah, but then I don't know if I was lucky or not. I mean, maybe I just made my own luck, created my own way of doing it, which just worked.